What's happening, people? What's happening? What's happening?
What up, muff?
Oh, watch your mouth now.
Just talking about MOC.
Yeah, MOC. Alright, I could dig it.
John shit.
Yeah, class of 2006. He's talking. Weaver! State where you from. State where you from.
You already know.
What's the mascot?
Beavers.
Alright. We got an interesting topic for today, but don't we always?
Yeah, man. Of course.
Today's topic, interesting as usual.
Interesting.
What do y'all think is better? Is it better to be cold-hearted, not to have a heart at all? Not to let things affect you, or is it better to actually have emotions? On the other hand, I mean, and things hurt you, not necessarily like overly emotional where you cry over everything, but you actually care.
Yeah.
That's the question, yeah. So is it better to be cold-blooded and not care at all, not let things get to you, or is it better to care about things? And I guess open for discussion as usual.
All right. Well, me, I'm gonna speak from my perspective.
All right.
Since I tend to be the cold-hearted type. So, yeah, I mean, that's just easier for me. I mean, why would I don't really let anything get to me. Like, you can't really hurt my feelings because I don't take stuff personally. I'll just be like, okay, that's unfortunate, that sucks, and I'm done. Like, if it's really that serious, then I'm done completely, and I won't have anything to do with you at all. If it's that serious, then I just won't have anything to do with you at all. And then that'll be the end of it. I won't, I'm not going to lock myself in a room and cry over, something stupid. Or lock myself in a room with a tub of Ben and Jerry's.
Hey, don't knock Ben and Jerry's. That's some good stuff.
I'm not saying it's not, but I'm just saying.
I know.
Oh, you know what I'm saying? I'm just going to keep it moving.
So in your, I guess, maybe a little bit biased, but would you think it's better to have that cold-blooded mentality, or have you ever wondered, in your long, illustrious life, what would it be like if I actually cared?
Yeah. I mean, sometimes I think, like, should I be the way I am? Or should I care more? Like, I've asked myself that question a lot. Like, should I care more? And then I really think about it, and then the answer I come up with is, nah, I shouldn't, because caring wouldn't get me anywhere.
All right. I had the feeling some people would beg to differ, but we'll find out when this video is posted now, won't we?
Yeah, I guess we will.
I hope we do. I'm gonna, my side's a little bit different. Actually, it's around the same lines where I'm the kind of person I just care, you know what I mean?
Right.
People always ask, ask somebody, do you love me, whatever, that dumb question. To me, the way I am, if I know you, I love you, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. I just care about everybody I know. That's just the way I'm built, nothing I can do about it. I'm a very caring person. Over the years, I've realized that when you do care, people do take advantage of you, you know what I mean? They take advantage of the fact you care and kind of try to guilt trip you. So over the years, I've become cold. I mean, I'd like to say that being cold is cool. And I mean, it is in a way because, like you said, you don't really feel anything. But at the same time, when you're that kind of person, you know you're supposed to be caring, Mm-hmm. It's hard to... it's hard, to know which one is actually you. And being cold, you almost feel like... Sometimes it's depressing because you almost feel like you're not being yourself, but at the same time you don't want to keep getting hurt. You know what I mean? If you play with fire and it burns you, do you keep sticking your hand in the fire?
Nah, you get an extinguisher. Yeah,
you get an extinguisher when you keep your hand away from the fire. But it seems with emotions, it's like you can't really avoid the situation. You know what I mean? So you keep getting burnt continuously.
Right.
That's just a little bit of how I see it. So I think a good mix of the two. But if I had to choose, really, it's unfortunate, but I'd probably choose to be emotionless,
Right.
just because you don't get hurt. But then again, I mean, I guess
That's what I am.
if you get hurt, I mean, it's kind of like it said. I mean, you always have the biggest fights with the people you care about the most. You get what I mean? Because if you didn't care about that person, what's happening wouldn't even matter.
Right.
So I guess in a way, it is good to have some emotion. It's kind of like people say, it's better to have loved than to have never loved before. I'm here to dispel myths.
Hey,
You go first.
Hey, let me. It's better to have. What is it?
It's better to have loved than to have never loved before.
Isn't it like
or no,
better to have loved and lost?
And lost, yeah, than
than
to
to have never.
yeah.
That's not true.
Stupid.
That's not true at all.
Bullspit.
Exactly. I would rather never have something
Mm-hmm.
than have it and lose it.
Amen.
Like I have a PlayStation, right?
All right.
And I would rather never have had a PlayStation than to have one, get punched in my face, and somebody takes it. And then I lose it. Now, if I never had one, that could have never happened. And I would never, I wouldn't be sad now.
It is better to have loved and lost
Why would I?
than to have never loved.
That's not true. I mean, why would you, if you have something and lose it, that sucks.
Nonsense is what it is.
But if you never have it, then
Exactly. I it's kind of like
I'm missing anything.
It's kind of like the MC Hammer, syndrome, or the Bobby Brown. Why would you want to be rich, right?
Right.
Rich. You've experienced rich, living lavishly, right?
Oh,
And then go back to being broke.
Yeah.
You get what I mean? Ain't nobody want to do that. But at the same time, if I'm broke, I'm always like, damn, I'm broke. I want to be rich. But you don't know what being rich is like.
Right.
You're still poor. But to go to being, let's say, Bill Gates status, then drop down to being a bum on the street, I ain't having that.
That's unfortunate. Very unfortunate.
So I have to disagree. And there are several myths. I got a whole book of them. There are several myths I would love to dispel in the minds of people.
I see.
That's the problem with kids nowadays. Think about, I'm going to give you one to think about. Laughter is the best medicine.
Mhm.
Let that seep into your pause, because I'll dispel that one for you.
Well, I mean, yeah. Oh, hold on.
Yes, sir.
Before I have to just clear this up, because before you think, I mean, I guess I am cold and emotionless. I am. I'm not gonna lie about it. I am. If you know me, you've probably noticed this by now. But that doesn't mean that I don't care about you.
You just don't let stuff get to you.
Yeah. Like, if you know me, then you know. Like, if you really know who you're dealing with here, you know that if me and you are that deep.
How deep is your love?
If you need something from me, I'm gonna give it. If I can, then you got it. You know what I'm saying, if we're that deep, then I got you. But I'm just not emotional. I'm just not gonna be like, oh, this is how I feel. This is what I think. Da 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 da, and all this. And oh, that really hurt my feelings. We need to talk about it. I'm just gonna be like, hey. And if it was that serious, then you're done. Forever.
That's sad. It's kind of like, I think about, I read it somewhere.
Clear that up. Yeah.
Like in somebody's, I don't know if it's somebody's status or whatever it was, somebody's poem. Some people put up walls to get, not to keep people out, but to see who cares enough to get through that wall, jump over it, climb over it to get past to see you. And I'll leave you out with that. So, from Storrs, Connecticut, during spring break,
Yeah.
I'm Prince K.